Hey everybody, and welcome back to Breaking It Down. My name is Chris Maraboli, and this week we are continuing our series from the United Nations International School in Queens. Dr. Sherry is again sitting down with the wonderful Barbara Kennedy as they talk, the places you'll go, and the importance of the United Nations International School in kind of a behind-the-scenes, off-camera conversation. Enjoy.
Is a little weird,
Yeah,
but
that's really
but it is kind of it's a great message. It's just become, I think, overused
right.
for
And
that
overanalyzed.
event.
Yeah, that's
For
true.
that event,
Right, but I think that the overall themes are important.
The
that
themes
life
are
is
great.
going to throw curveballs at you. I like the fact that he says that you may not succeed at everything that you do, but
Right.
it's your passion and that it's okay to be yourself.
yeah,
And that not everybody's going to be supportive, but you need to follow through with who you are and know who you are and
yeah. No, it's an
that's right.
incredibly important message.
Yes.
And there are snippets of it, I think, that are good to remind kids, like you
Yes.
say, that we will make mistakes and we will hit those rocky roads, and you'll hit them way before graduation and you'll hit them way after.
Right. Yeah, and this school is realistic about that. I mean, I find that there's some places now where everybody's getting an award for everything, and we're not all equal in that way. We all need to be respected for our strengths and try to work on our weaknesses, and that's okay. But you have to learn how to overcome adversity and be resilient.
It's a funny double-edged sword in that this school has very little competition in that sense. We don't give awards for things, as you know. We're very much about being collaborative and about everybody reaching their own personal best.
Exactly.
But it is a kind of an interesting thing because the world around, obviously you have to prepare kids as well for the world around. And there is this kind of pseudo, if we all pretend everybody is equal, the
Right.
kids will set you straight.
Right.
The kids, I can walk into any class, even though we give no awards for those kinds of different things. I can walk into any class and say, who's the fastest runner? Who is the quickest mathematician? Who is the strongest
And they'll tell you
reader?
the truth.
And they'll tell me 2 names, 3 names, whatever, but they know.
Mhm.
So the idea is, how do you acknowledge those strengths and yet make sure everybody's strength is acknowledged because everybody has one?
Exactly. Well, I think the school does that because it emphasizes art, it emphasizes music, it emphasizes all of the ways that children can learn and integrates it. And it's wonderful. I mean, teaching units where you're doing math and the math is correlating with what you're doing in literatures and overlapping in science. I remember Emma, still to this day, they were doing something in math with tessellation because they were doing Islamic and Indian architecture,
Art.
right? And art. I mean, and it becomes real.
Yeah.
It's not an isolated pocket. And each child then has that ability to stand out and have their self-esteem bolstered. And
That
that's
idea
brilliant.
to contribute, it gives everybody the opportunity to contribute. Because if you're the artist, you can do the art part. If you're the writer, you can do the writing.
Exactly.
If you're the interpersonal strong person, you make sure it all happens and make sure the team player person who makes sure everybody gets their job done.
Right.
So those things are really important. It's that balancing so kids understand that everybody has strengths and they can be certainly different but still important, and everybody has challenges.
Exactly.
And that's what they are. They're challenges. It's ironic today that you see kids going into high school. Our kids often apply for some other high schools when they get to that level, and this idea that everybody's supposed to be good at everything. And as adults, we know it's not true.
Definitely not. Yeah, definitely
And you
not.
hear the kids, and they're I remember with my own girls going to college. These were like superhuman beings that
Your
didn't
kids are
sleep.
amazing.
No, but you went
Your
through it
kids are
too.
amazing.
It's like, wait a minute, you're every subject you have to have the highest grades. You have to have build houses for have the humanities,
exactly.
speak 6 languages,
Right.
and it's like, but as adults, we'll all tell each other, well, I'm not really good in this,
Right.
but we're expecting so much from these kids.
Exactly.
So it's good for them to recognize as well. Find your passion
Exactly.
and be good at that. Stick
Right.
with that, and you wouldn't have to worry about being good at it because
Right.
if it's your passion, you'll fly with it.
Exactly.
And your challenges you'll figure out. So they're important messages that for our kids to have.
I think so. Until next time.
This is Dr. Sherry reminding you to live each day with passion, compassion, and introspection.